Alright, so if you made the unfortunate mistake of reviving the doe and now having to fight the Corrupted Ravager, I mean, I can't really blame you because that doe was pretty cute. But now we're fighting this horrible boss, right? It feels impossible, and maybe that's why you're here, especially as a solo player. So I'm going to try and help you guys out because that's how I played it. I've been playing this game solo as a hunter, and the struggle has been real. So hopefully I can help you with this boss. Let's get to it. So first things first, you're going to immediately shoot at the red part of its body, as I'm sure you already know, until your ammo runs out. And what I would do is I would run to the right, get in a few more shots because he does that wave attack, which hits the pillar, so you're kind of safe. So I would shoot a little bit more and then I would keep a distance as much as possible. Line him up, keep him in front of you, wait for those wave attacks, his minion attacks, shoot those when you get a chance. And what I would do is not rush it. Those spinning, roly-poly type enemies, they're gonna chase you. But if you do run and get some distance, you'll have some time to either reload, line up your shot, or just keep that distance going. And of course, he's going to approach you, he's going to stay on you, he's going to be aggressive. So it's very important to keep as much distance as possible. And when he is up close and personal, just do your best to keep him in front of you. Be ready to dodge, especially those two attacks he does. You're going to dodge one right after the other and just time it as best as you can. And he does show some visual cues with the certain attacks. So when he does let out those minions, he will start to shake his body, and that's how you know the minions are about to spawn. And then when he puts his hands into the ground and it creates this kind of red wall, that's when you know he's about to do that wave attack. And when it's not red and it looks like he's about to attack, he's likely going to lunge at you, and that's when you want to dodge out of the way. Of course, when you get midway through the fight and he's down to half his health, he will start to do this kind of red smog fog that's on the ground, and that lets you know you're in for essentially a phase 2. He still does the spawning of the enemies, so be prepared for that. But he also does this move where it's kind of like a whirlpool, and it basically drags you in. So at this point, you want to make sure you have enough stamina to be able to run and keep rolling so you don't get sucked in. Because once you're in the middle of that with him, you're going to get significant damage and probably die. So do your best to just keep running, rolling, and at this point you could probably see some ammo on the ground. You can pick that up once it's done and then be ready to reload and get your shots ready once he's ready to attack you again. So it's basically a rinse and repeat of the first phase, but now he has this kind of red wave type of energy, and he also has an attack towards the end of his health where he's desperately trying to kill you, and you're likely going to take damage. This is a rough part of the fight. You want to have enough health to survive and just manage on, healing yourself and finding those openings. Keeping that distance, I think, is so crucial because you're going to see him in front of you. Be ready for the dodges, and then you also can see when you're available to heal. And that, of course, is important as well. It's kind of common sense, but it's very much easier said than done. This fight is not easy. I struggled because this guy is very aggressive. And if you're not having him lined up in front of you and he's behind you, you can seriously get into trouble because he will swipe at you, he will attack from behind, and he does significant damage. So as you can see, I wasn't doing crazy amounts of damage. I have my weapons leveled up, I believe 4 times, maybe 5 times on my rifle, and 3 to 4 times on my pistol. Not a lot. So I wanted to specify on that and show you guys that it's not impossible. Even if your weapons are not super leveled up, you can get it done. But it's going to take a few tries, so don't get discouraged. Don't be bothered if you die. It's going to happen. But the important thing is to kind of stick to this routine of keeping distance, running away when he's doing the wave attacks, and being sure that you can roll through them. That's your kind of opening right there to shoot. And then, of course, you want to take out the minions and then hope that he does this kind of backwards flip attack, because that gives you distance as well to keep shooting. I also want to say that this was before I really started using my mods more efficiently. So if you have mods going on with like corrosive rounds or bleeding and whatever else, whatever kind of thing you have on your weapons, use them, because you're probably going to do much better than I did. So learn from me. Don't go too basic, but even if you do, I'm proof that you can still be successful. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there. I was not really doing my mods like I should be doing. So yeah, nothing is impossible, as you can see. But yeah, that's my tutorial for this boss. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helps. I know it's kind of basic common sense, but also it's probably a good reminder to use that common sense, you know, and hopefully it helps. So let me know in the comment section if it did. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.